Good evening. My name is Bob Daigle. I'm from Arundel, and I'm a lifelong Maine native, born and raised here. Got my engineering degree from the University of Maine at Orono, and unlike many others of my generation, I left the state for 10 years because I needed to get a job. But I love Maine, and I came back, and I settled here, and I intend to stay here forever. Unfortunately, my daughter isn't staying here because she had to go elsewhere for jobs. Jobs are one of the points I want to emphasize, which is why I'm wearing this shirt. I understand what you are going to, and by the way, I want to thank you for your service coming here. Part of my background, too, is I served 4 terms in the legislature, serving on the Committee for the Environment and Natural Resources. So I spent my evenings in hard metal chairs as well. And I'm not going to try to speak to legislative intent because 186 people serve up there and they each have their own opinions. But I do want to bring up one point, is that I know that when these laws are created to establish this program, it's called permit for a reason, because the default is to give you permission. The state establishes guidelines and says to CMP, if you can work within those guidelines, you get permission to construct this project. I think CMP is putting forth a serious, good effort to do that. I think this process may bring out a few tweaks to do to it, but in the end, I trust your judgment to say that they have met the conditions, they are within the guidelines, so the default is to give them permission, to give them a permit. These laws are not intended to obstruct development. The default is to allow it. I see 2 major points, which you mentioned at the beginning, that people are talking to, as scenic impact on the scenic character. The law does not say there shall be no impact. The law says there will be no unreasonable impact. We all accept that, and you've heard many comments today about it's not a pristine universe now. CMP, we expect them to have an impact from this. It's natural. It has to occur. And the second is the idea of exploring the alternatives. What I see there is really an intent to do paralysis of analysis. And we've seen that many times in environmental projects in my life. I see go so far and then get stopped because somebody is always saying at the last minute, study this, try another way. Their intent was never to try to seek the permission for the project. Their intent was to obstruct it. I see the inklings of this. I believe you will resist that, and I encourage you to do so. But thank you for a chance to make these points, and again, thank you for your service tonight.